Hello and welcome back to Cheddar. We also want to welcome those of you listening to Cheddar on iHeartRadio. Thanks so much for tuning in. Alrighty, before you buy a house or a new bed, you obviously got to check it out, right? Well, this company thinks you shouldn't have to leave the comfort of your couch to do any of that. Roomie, with 3 O's, is a virtual and augmented reality home design tool helping to transform the way people shop for their homes. And joining us now is Taylor Wilding. He's the business development director over at Roomie. Great to see you. How's it going?
Yeah, thanks for having me. Things are going great.
Good. Thank you for putting an extra O in Roomie. Makes things very confusing because I thought it was a misspelling, but clearly you have a very unique product here. It creates 3D renderings with VR and AR. Explain to us how clients use this tool to plan out their homes, make purchases, and much more.
Yeah, so really we're a B2B4C company, so our customers really are the real estate professionals as well as the home furnishing retailers. With those home furnishing retailers, we're creating content for them, converting their 2D images of home furnishing products to 3D models, and then we're bringing them to life in a contextually relevant setting with real estate properties, be it for sale or for rent with property management companies or realtors.
So Taylor, what can you tell us regarding the partners and partnerships that you've been working with specifically here?
Yeah, when you go into our app or any of our environment, you see that we're working with up to 30 retailers, home furnishing retailers, some of the largest ones that you would visit on a daily basis, including Wayfair and amongst others. So we're creating that content for them, and then we license it back to be used in our platform here. In regards to real estate partners, you know, we're partnered up with some of the largest REITs in the country, as well as some of the property management companies and the rest of the realtor segment.
The realtor segment, which segment is most important to you, the consumers or the businesses that you work with?
Yeah, it's a domino effect. One really leads to the other. We don't prioritize. We really need both in order to make this thing happen. So,
but which domino has to get knocked down first, though? I mean, dominoes have to go in line, right?
Absolutely, you're 100% correct. So it's about the home furnishing retailers. Without the home furnishing retailers, we wouldn't have the beautiful products to use within the real estate virtual stagings.
All right, let's take a few steps back here. I need more details regarding how this actually works, Taylor, and since you are here, you're the perfect person for me to ask. Okay, this is my smartphone. I like gold cases. They're a little flashy. I'm flashy like that, Taylor. So walk me through. Okay, so I'm seeing a potential apartment. I think to myself, this could be my dream home, but I can't visualize exactly what goes in. Walk us through the process regarding the, let's say I just can't fit, but sometimes you don't know spacing, what fits where. What does it look like, the user experience on my end regarding execution of what you bring to the table?
Right, so first of all, you're not alone. So 90% of people can't envision themselves within a space, which is where we come into play. Today, we're living on the iPad app as well as iOS in general, so the iPhone and iPad, and also Google Tango. However, as you guys probably know, or some people might not know, is that augmented reality is coming to our pockets here by the end of the year, and most recently through AR Core, Google's new release. So now someone can actually walk into an apartment and see if that king bed fits into the house, into that apartment, to allow for them to envision themselves and virtually move in and establish that emotional connection to the property like never before.
Now, you brought up AR Core, which was announced recently. AR Kit announced earlier this year. Is there one platform that's a little bit easier to work with? What are the differences between the two, AR Kit from Apple and AR Core from Google and Android?
Yeah, it's a great question. You know, right now we're focused on everybody. You know, the hardware coming out is great. That's first. That's the first step. That's kind of like the home furnishing is to the real estate for us. We need the hardware in order for our content to come to life, not only in our environment, but also in our partners' environments as well. Because they're utilizing these models in their own applications as well. As far as it being a priority, which one is leading the way? You know, at the end of the day, 98% of smartphone owners are both Android and or have Android or an Apple device. So we're happy to work with all of them.
Of course, you have to also, because your customers are on all platforms. All right, before we let you go, we have a big debate right now in the control room. I think apartments look bigger when furniture is in them. Some in the control room will bring them in, okay, raise your hand in the control room, or James feels like it's...
James, spit the truth for me, my man.
James thinks it looks smaller, an apartment. when there is furniture in it. I say when there's furniture in it, the apartment actually looks bigger. All right, so who thinks apartments look bigger when there's furniture in it?
Bigger when
there's furniture in it.
Oh,
How many is that? That's 3?
Who's
3
got
out of
behind
what?
James and said that?
Yeah.
Do a count.
3 of them.
I
I
think
think it's 4.
4 out of 6?
Yeah.
How about
Okay.
the reasonable thinkers of the
So-
world? Come on now.
No.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Taylor, settle it for us. To the
Yep.
to the untrained eye, when you're looking at an apartment, they stage apartments for a reason because you get a better sense of the room, right? So apartments look bigger when there's furniture in them.
Yep, you guys just hammered our value proposition home, is that everyone has a different view as to what looks better, if it's furnished or unfurnished. So with our application, everything is dynamic. You can add, subtract, and replace all the home furnishings. So if you're the person that wants to see it without anything, go ahead and click a couple fingers, move a couple swipes, furniture's gone, and now it's appealing to you.
Here we go. What type of person are you, Taylor?
Yeah, I like to see things in perspective. So I want to see if that bed fits a certain way. I want to see if I can fit my nightstands next to it, etc. So
Because when
yep,
you walk
I
into
like-
an empty room, you think it looks huge.
I can't tell what can fit where. Yep.
Oh, he can't tell what can fit where. Yeah. That's
I
on
don't
our
think you
side of
answered the
things.
question.
I think we're taking the W on
No,
our
I don't
side.
think he answered the whatever.
I don't know.
We clearly
Yeah.
outnumbered in the control room.
Yep.
All right.
We all
All right.
win with the dynamic capabilities.
Of course, we all win if we use Roomie, right, Taylor?
That's
go.
right.
That's
You-
his job.
you
That's
said it,
his
not me.
job.
Good pitch, my
Taylor's
friend.
job is business development. He's the business development director over at Roomie with 3 O's. Thank you so much for joining us on this long weekend on a Friday. Have a great one.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Take care.